Oh God.
Hi, my name's Sue Ellam and I'm a tarot reader, and I have been for 25 years. So I'm using the Mythic Tarot, which are based on Greek mythology. And
Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying I'm waiting for a chuckling Carrie to so.
Okay, so I'm Carrie Beleno, intuitive Reiki master teacher and spiritual life coach. And Sue and I were just commenting on like the last half dozen words have been really kind of hard or heavy. And the one a couple days ago called division, about the division, I got a whole new like energy information intuitive hit through that. It was a little bit of a struggle for me. So Sue just said, please let the next word be something happy and lighthearted. So I picked the word, and it's positive. Because you called it forward, and there it was. So I don't think I have as many lighthearted words in here as I do struggle words, because people are struggling and we're trying to help them, and you know.
Just we need a break.
Right? Oh my gosh. So okay, so I have to tap into the energy around the word positive. Okay. Well, so the word positive is a judgment because it has an opposite, which is negative, also a judgment word. So it's so what they're telling me to say is to be cautious of judgments. And I know Sue said this in the last video as well, that the judgments are very poisonous. And the judging of ourselves, the judging of others, the judging of situations, because what we're forgetting is that we are creating all of this. We as individuals in our lives, and we as a collective human race, we are creating all of these situations so that we evolve and grow, so that we connect, so that we learn to determine what our intuition is saying and what is important to us. And so it's very, I would even say, I would even use the word positive anymore, because, and I don't think I really do that much, especially with clients, because it's not an emotion. It's not something you can feel. It is a judgment on a feeling. So I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling content. I'm feeling peaceful. I'm feeling optimistic. Those are all judgment words of positive, just like I'm feeling fearful, or I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling angry, are all judgment words of negative. So it's more important that you spend time, instead of telling yourself like, you need to be positive today. Oh, come on, Nancy, you need to be more positive. I really shy away from that judgment word, and I focus on the actual doing or the being that's attached to the emotion of patience, contentment. Those things are a little easier to do and work toward and see than the judgment word of positive. So it wasn't as lighthearted as we hoped it would be, but there it is.
No, a thought came to me which wasn't so positive either. So.
Okay, can't wait to see if it comes up.
Absolutely. If not, I'll throw it in anyway, but okay. We'll see what the card says. What direction they want me to go into. Okay, we're starting off here with the Two of Wands. Now, this is about new projects, new things, exciting things, which aren't really based on money. They're based on something we're driven to do. So this is a positive direction that way. It's following our life purpose, our soul purpose. Because if you look inside the cave, there's a Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the teacher. It's like, who am I? What's my purpose? Why am I here on this planet at this time? So this is, the Hierophant is giving a positive direction. It's bringing forward projects which will expand us in exponential ways, that much more than if we just went after the money. We will all, when we're doing what we're meant to be doing, the money will come. We'll get what we need. But we might not necessarily become a millionaire by Friday, but we will get everything we need. And to be honest, we need a lot less than we think we do. That's often the reality of it. But here, that's what we're starting off with the positive direction of just feeling something that you do it for nothing is something that's really a part of you, something that, a passion that will drive you. And this is a positive direction to go in. And the Ace of Wands, again, it's a lot to do with imagination here. And so what is positive for one person might not be positive for another. So this is kind of going back to division, isn't it, really, in some ways? But with this Ace of Wands, it's not knowing exactly where you're going, but you've got the energy, you've got the enthusiasm, you're ready to, start off going towards Nebraska and ending up on the Nile Delta. I mean, who knows where you're going with this? But it's being open and not being not restricting yourself by rules and regulations, what you should be doing, what order you should be doing everything in. Just following your intuition, following your imagination. Just give it free rein and see where it takes you, rather than being very, very tied to an outcome. Also with the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is about letting go of things that aren't having a positive reaction in your life. So this is kind of when you've got to, you're in a situation or with people and you're giving 100% and you're getting less back. You're not getting back in equal measure. And it's getting to the point of saying, okay, this isn't nurturing me. It's not helping me. It's holding me back. I have this vision. I'm excited. I've got so much imagination. I just want to get out there and do all this. And yet there's naysayers. There's people that are throwing things at me to make me stumble, to stop me getting where I want to be getting. I don't need this. I need positive people, positive situations around me in order to move forward. So I'm just going to cut my losses and say, okay, I need to come away from this. And so this is about, when things don't light your fire, when you've got someone come to visit and you don't look forward to seeing them because they're going to be kind of a moaning Minnie or whatever you call it, or you're going to a place that you just don't feel that you belong anymore, though you used to belong, but you don't, because you've changed. You've now got a passion, you've got a direction, and then it's really, do I let someone else take my dream away, or do I let them douse the fire that's in me? Which will happen if we hang around in negative situations. Then the positive gradually dims and can eventually die unless we walk and are prepared to just cut our losses and move forward. Maybe sometimes alone, but being prepared to begin again if necessary. And with the star here, it's hope and faith in the midst of difficulties, having a positive attitude. And it is really all about the attitude, because if you didn't have a positive attitude, you wouldn't be shown your inner voice wouldn't be telling you who you are, what your passion is, where you need to be going. It's like a circle. A positive attitude attracts more positivity, which attracts more kind of imagination, which attracts more kind of abundance. It's I'm thinking of the aura, isn't it? Is it the, how do you pronounce it? With the snake with its tail in its mouth, the circle. It's like, it's a bit like
I don't know what that's called.
Aurora or something like that. Anyway, but it's saying we manifest our own reality. If we're positive, we will attract positive people, positive situations to us. But we need to be prepared to walk away from the negativity in whatever form it comes. Mm-hmm. Anything that makes you feel less than joyful, it's time to walk away from that. Mm-hmm. Because it's no longer in your path. And the thought that I had, which I said I would mention, hasn't come up here, but positive isn't always a good thing for people to hear, because you could be HIV positive. You could be positive for, to tell you you've got some illness or other. So there's the word positive is also being attached to what would be termed as negative situations. So it's not as clear. You know, when you say I'm positive, you're positive for what? Right.
And that just reinforces the fact that it's super important to focus on the emotions. You were saying a minute ago, if you're in a situation that feels negative, I'm going to say, if you're in a situation that feels fearful, angry, whatever it is, you're going to send out a vibe that attracts more of that vibration, that frequency. So yes, I completely agree. And
yeah, follow your joy, follow your passion. Correct. And don't let anyone get in the way. That's a short message, which I took a long time talking.
Absolutely.
As normal.
That's right. I hope everybody enjoys these videos. Please share them and subscribe to our channels.
And thank you very much indeed for joining us, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye.